everyone, my name is Nadalila Wahida binti Abdul Wahab, matric number 294173. So today I will presenting my individual assignment which focusing on case study 3, which is fitness tracking app for elderly users. Now let's move to the introduction part, which this project address an important gap in health technology, how we can design wearable device and app tailored for adult age 65 and above. Our goal is to provide essential health monitoring like step, heart rate and medication reminders while considering the unique challenges elderly users will face. These include reduced vision, limited skills, cognitive changes and unfamiliarity with digital interface. In this presentation, I will walk you through the UX techniques I use and how they guide the development process. Our target users are elderly individuals aged 65 and above with different physical and cognitive abilities and varying experience with technology. The product's core functions include daily activity tracking, heart rate monitoring, medication reminder, and a simple health data visualizations. However, we must also address several user challenges such as reduced visual acuity requiring large font, limited skill which affect touchscreen use, memory limitation, and difficulty with tech terminology. So in designing the app, I follow the HCI design cycle, especially focusing on two key stages. First is research. Is it to understand users' needs and limitation? The second one is ideation, which is to translate those needs into practical concept. To support these stages, I applied three main UX techniques, which is interviews, personas, and also task analysis. Moving to the first UX techniques, which is interviews. Interviews were essential during the research stage. I conduct semi-structured interviews with 5 to 8 elderly users at a senior center, focusing on their comfort with technology, health tracking routines, and medication habits. The main strength of this method are it provides rich qualitative insight and it builds empathy with the users. However, interviews can be time-consuming and some elderly participants may have difficulty expressing themselves clearly. Compared to surveys, interviews are more suitable for this demographic because they don't rely on strong reading and writing skills. Moving to the second UX techniques, which is personas. In the ideation stage, I created personas to represent different user types. For example, a tech-savvy senior versus one with minimal digital experience. Persona help align the team on user goals and keep the design empathetic and focused. But there's a risk of overgeneralization, so I limited the persona to just 2 based on actual interview insight. They are also more efficient than journey maps during a short 8-week sprint. For the last UX techniques, which is task analysis was the most critical technique used, spanning both research and ideation stage. This involved breaking down tasks such as checking heart rate, setting medication reminders, and navigating the app's interface. The main benefits, which is it helps and identify usability issues, especially on small screens. It aligns well with WCAG accessibility guideline, and it provides clear requirements for developers. However, it's time-intensive and requires a solid understanding of user behavior. Moving to the next topic, which is technique recommendation. Among the 3 techniques, task analysis was the most recommended because it directly addressed hardware limitations and accessibility standards. It also provides clear, actionable results for the development team. I recommend allocating 40 to 50% of UX research time to this method. Interviews are also valuable and should be done early. taking up about 20 to 30% of the research space. Lastly, persona are useful as supporting tools but should be kept simple and focused, no more than 15 to 20% of the effort. I have referred to the WCAG 2.2 guidelines by the World Wide Web Consortium to ensure accessibility standards were followed. That concludes my presentation. Thank you for your attention.